Sunny and 52 on Friday, and for Saturday, partly cloudy with a high 60. Overnight low was 60, yesterday's high 76. Currently, humidity at 83%. Winds out of the north-northeast at 3 miles an hour, and the pressure at 29.9. Right now, we've got partly cloudy skies and 64 currently at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mark Turner over there, Mike Dreeth here. You're on the big show. The show about nothing. Morning coffee. And just wanted to say that found this really interesting story. You know, I was born in Alton, Illinois.
Yeah.
Always like to say Alton backwards is not L.A. Not
right.
L.A. Okay, so I mean,
Yeah.
Alton's a very interesting little community, about 30,000 people.
Yeah.
Anyway, so last week, the mayor of Alton comes out and says, too much driving around, too much things going on in town, we should be locked down, and I am empowering police in this town to stop people and ask them where they're going, and if they're not going to the store or back, or doing something that I consider important, they're going to get arrested. Which I think is a real dangerous thing for a local public official to say. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, I agree.
All right, so his name is Brant Walker. So Sunday night, or really early Sunday morning at 1 a.m. Sunday, so it was Saturday night, 1 a.m. Sunday morning, Alton police see a light on in a bar, Hiram's Tavern at 213 West 3rd Street in Alton at 1 a.m. Sunday, and they make the decision that maybe there are people in there cavorting. Cavorting. Tom, I'm sorry, let me get you in the picture here.
It's okay.
There he is. Tom Levine joins us.
Not a dog.
I was just talking cavorting. Okay?
Cavorting.
All right. So there's 3 or 4. They don't have many people in there. They're probably drinking, but they're socializing, and we're gonna kick in the door, and we're gonna put an end to this.
Probably more than 10.
We're going to nip it in the bud.
Gonna nip it in the bud. Alton Police Chief Jason Jake Simmons reported that officers broke up the party at Hiram's at 1 a.m.
Now, the good part.
Among the group
Yeah.
was the mayor's wife. The chief said a criminal complaint of reckless conduct will be filed against each person in the party for violating the state's stay-at-home order amid the coronavirus pandemic. This is what the mayor said. Quote, "My wife is an adult, capable of making her own decisions." I see a divorce attorney.
Oh, I
Do
you see that?
the foundation of a complaint coming up.
My wife is an adult capable of making her own decisions. And in this instance, she exhibited a stunning lack of judgment.
Dun, dun,
For a
dun.
moment, either one of the three of us, could we get away saying this to a reporter about our wife? I doubt it. But
No.
of course, our wives would not display a stunning lack of judgment. Anyway, she now faces the same consequences for her ill-advised decision as the other individuals who chose to violate the stay-at-home order during this incident. I am embarrassed by the incident and apologize to the citizens of Alton for any embarrassment this incident may cause our city. I bet you she didn't make breakfast for him.
No.
I wouldn't have eaten it.
Wow.
Is that
Now the big question is, did she call him for bail money?
Or did she just go,
is reckless
"You
conduct
can't
a
arrest
misdemeanor?"
me.
I don't
I'm the
know.
mayor's wife."
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can just
I give him
imagine the
credit.
call. Mayor, this is Officer Fife, and we're down at Hiram's, and
Guess who we found?
Your wife's in here, and we're going to have to arrest her.
Well, I give him credit for saying do it.
Yeah?
I mean, in a situation like this, there's no way.
You just can't get away with it.
No!
You have to.
The bigger question is, don't you notice that the missus is gone at 1 a.m. on Sunday morning?
Exactly.
I think so.
Listen,
Did he slip out the back door?
I'm going to go out and get myself some smokes.
Slipped out the back, Jack.
Did.
Made a new plan, Stan.
Oh,
Don't need to be coy, Roy.
Just listen to me. All right. Well, anyway, I thought that was a very interesting story.
Oh, man.
And I have to tell you, I worry about, and this is just me talking. I have no evidence of anything, okay? I worry about local officials trying to take this thing too far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's a
pretty fine line. Actually, it's a pretty big line.
Yeah, and the big line is you take what the governor says. But I mean, this guy went to the extent of saying, I have my son lives there, and he has a friend who's on the Alton Police Department, and he said, I need to come into town and go to Lowe's and get something for my house. Is it possible that you'd pull me over to ask me where I was going? He says, it's entirely possible that we would pull you over. So I mean, that's where the mayor put himself by making that statement, and then seeing the whole thing flip on him in a matter of one day because Mama went out and had to suck down a couple of Budweisers at 1 a.m. and Hiram's. Amazing.
She needed a pina colada.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot like that song. Looks to me like they're both in trouble. Last night we sat and watched
Going through the big D, and he doesn't mean Dallas.
No, I agree. 2011's World Series. That's what we watched for a while last night.
Yeah, because Fox Sports Midwest is
they're showing the four wins. Yeah, this was game one. By the way, I want to mention also, Dr. Mills did a column last night where I think he sort of agreed. I was the topic. And he sort of agreed with me.
Well, any publicity is good publicity.
He was respectful.
And the mayor's wife is at home saying that now. Well, any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
See, I was giving you a shot in the arm.
Look how we navigated this, honey. Anyway,
you've got street cred now,
yeah,
buddy.
Yeah. Anyway, Dr. Mills was nice. It was, he sort of agreed with me. Then again, maybe he didn't. But it was about, but he got a long butt column out of it. The whole thing took half a page to explain it.
Paid by the word, huh?
He must be. Anyway, it was about a commentary I did back in February about too many cooks in the kitchen. I'm talking about
right.
Forward Fairfield Forward, Volunteers for Progressive Fairfield. Blah, blah, blah.
Yada,
Everybody wanted
yada.
to be a chief, and nobody wanted to be an Indian.
Yeah. So I think he kind of agreed with me, and I appreciate again that he was respectful, and I certainly respect him. So thank you. I got something right here in my hand, though.
The bucket of bunk. The bucket of bunk.
See, we're opposite.
I noticed that.
We're going to clank heads
So
here
you
in
got
a
to go
minute.
sideways. Do I have to go forward?
I think I'm off time.
Okay.
All right, get with it, guys. James Gardner was born on this date. He died in 2014 at the age of 86. He was a likable guy, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievably likable. He starred in several television series. You guys can tick through them for me.
Maverick.
He
The
was
Rockford Files.
He was Brett Maverick in the 1950s series Maverick. He was Jim Rockford in the 1970s. Look at that staying power.
Oh, yeah.
Over 20 years. 1970s private detective show, The Rockford Files. Not just that staying power, but he had also about 50 films. He was in Blake Edwards' Victor Victoria.
Right.
Murphy's Romance, remember that was with Sally Field.
Yep.
Yeah.
1985. But my favorite Jim Rockford, not Jim Rockford, Jim Garner.
Jim Garner.
I mean, isn't that amazing? I call him Rockford.
Yeah.
Was Space,
Get your Firebird.
Space Cowboys. I loved him
Oh,
as
yeah.
Space Cowboy.
That was a great one.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
loved him in that movie. And
He was the preacher.
yes.
Tank, I think his name was.
Tank, you're
Yep.
right. Garner joined the U.S. Merchant Marines, and then he found out that he got seasick. It's a bad decision.
That's a bad decision.
My oldest brother joined the Navy, and then discovered that he was seasick, so they let him transfer to the Army.
Seriously?
Yeah, but that was 60s,
Yeah.
early 60s.
How gracious of them.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put you in the Marines. You're going to be the first ones on the beach.
It's still part of the Navy.
That's right. Garner
That way
enlisted.
you don't have to be sick as long.
He got that same option. He was
he really?
seasick, so they put him in the Army.
Uh-huh.
He went to Korea for 14 months. He was in the 5th Regimental Combat Team. He was wounded twice, 2 Purple Hearts. The first was in the face and hand from shrapnel from a mortar round, and the second came in the buttocks.
Oh!
Just like
Just like
It's one of those
Forrest
$1
Gump.
million shots.
in the buttocks from
$1 million injury.
from friendly fire.
Oh!
He got shot in the buttocks for his own team.
Did they not like him, or
Reminds me of Gump.
did he pay
I got-
somebody off? You
I
know,
got
hey,
shit-
shoot me in the butt
I got shot in the
so I can go
buttocks.
home.
He's
Told me it was $1 million injury, but I never saw any of that money.
Forrest Gump. Jim Rock. I keep calling him Garner. That's right. He is Jim Garner.
Jim Garner
Yeah.
is the right name.
He smoked pot every day.
Really?
Every day from his teen years to his death. I thought that. He tried cocaine once. You know who introduced him to cocaine?
No.
The same guy that introduced almost everybody in show business, John Belushi. Can you believe Belushi and Jim Gardner getting together and snorting a little coke? I just find that stunning.
Yeah.
I can't even see the picture here. Anyway, he was married for 58 years. Wife never went out at 1 a.m. on a Sunday and had a cold one, ever.
That he knew of.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's because they didn't live in Alton.
That's right. Gardner was snorting and smoking all the time, though. They had 2 kids. The news guy would love this. Old Bobcat. Wayne Rogers died in 2015, the age of 82. Of course, he was known for
Trapper John.
Trapper John McIntyre. He was a regular panel member, by the way, also before he died, on Fox News Channel stock investment television program Cashing In, because he was a big time.
Investor.
Yes. He graduated from Princeton.
Really?
So he knew his stuff.
I never had any idea. 1954 with a history degree.
Okay.
He appeared on several television shows and dramas and sitcoms. He was on The Invaders, The FBI, Combat, Gunsmoke, Have Gun Will Travel, Gomer Pyle USMC, and The Fugitive. And he had a small supporting role in the 1967 movie Cool Hand Luke. What we have here is a failure to communicate. Cool Hand Luke. Smother Martin was the actor that said that.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, he's also in the Big Valley. Anyway, he was approached for the role in MASH, and he auditioned. Just like yesterday, we were talking about, Cliff Clavin had auditioned for Norm's position.
Right. Yeah.
John Ratzenberger. Same thing here. He planned to audition for Hawkeye Pierce, the Alan Alda role in MASH, but he found out that that character was too cynical, and he tested instead for Trapper John, whose outlook was brighter in the early scripts. But he was also told that Trapper and Hawkeye would have equal roles in the show.
Uh-oh.
So if you remember the evolution of that show,
Somebody
Right.
didn't quite tell the whole truth.
well,
I'm sure they didn't have equal pay.
No. And it proved that Hawkeye's role became much more popular with viewers. And he chafed at the scripts. And when they had an episode where the writers took the liberty of making Hawkeye a thoracic surgeon, even though Trapper was the unit's only thoracic surgeon in the movie. Of course, remember
Right.
it started as a movie,
Right,
with Donald Sutherland in that role.
Elliot Gould was in that.
Exactly.
And, Sally Kellerman.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it was original Father McKay. He was in that
Yep.
that movie as well as the show, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think
Yes,
so.
is that right? Or
I
not?
don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong.
We can find out,
You
though.
find
Oh
out.
yeah, just Vaughn's right over there. Just ask
He could
this
tell
guy.
you.
I don't think he's seen the movie.
Anyway, when they made him a thoracic surgeon, that was it for him playing.
He said, "I'm done."
He said, "I'm done." If you remember, he left and
Contract was up, and he was out of there.
he took off, left Trapper holding the bag. He had no kids. He was worth $75 million at the time of his death, so he knew how to play the stock market.
It was
did.
not
Wasn't him?
the original.
Oh, well, all right. I was wrong.
Now one of them played in both of them.
Radar did.
Was it Radar?
Okay.
It was Radar.
And he was different in the movie than he was in the show.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he sure was.
John Oates is 72 today.
From Hall & Oates.
Yes. You know, he's a lot more involved in this duo. You know, you usually just talk about Daryl Hall.
Hall.
But Oates is really pretty involved in the whole thing. He co-wrote many of the top 10 songs that have been recorded by the group. Sarah Smile. That was about Daryl Hall's then girlfriend. She's Gone, Out of Touch, You Make My Dreams, I Can't Go for That, No Can Do, Man Eater. He did a lot of their big hits.
All he ever looked to me like he ever did was sing or was smile and play the guitar.
Right.
But he was a lead singer.
And things were working, so
Anyway, he enrolled in Temple. That's how Temple University in Philadelphia. That's where he met Daryl Hall. Was a senior, and Oates was a freshman. They started doing bands. They were members of bands there in Philadelphia, and they became the duo.
Blue
Very-
Eyed Soul Group.
Yes.
Hall & Oates.
They had he had 2 wives, 1 child. He splits time between homes in Nashville, Tennessee, and Woody Creek, Colorado. I've never heard of Woody Creek. On this date, in 1862, Union General Ulysses S. Grant defeated Confederates at the Battle of Shiloh in Tennessee. 1864, the first camel race in America held in Sacramento. Coming around the
Okay.
turn.
Well, about that time, didn't they try and introduce camels to the
Yep.
desert
Yes.
in California?
They did. It went away, though. The first steel column set for the Empire State Building in 1930. This was a big day. Prohibition ended in 1933.
Really?
You
That's
remember?
why it's National Beer Day, right?
It is National Beer Day. I'll drink to that.
Well, at least the mayor and the Alton mayor's wife said that. She was celebrating early.
It was Beer Day! Anyway,
We're planning a surprise party for you, honey.
yeah. Where were you at 1 a.m.? 1963, at the age of 23, Jack Nicklaus became the youngest golfer to win the green jacket at the Masters. We're missing out on the Masters this year. John Wayne in 1970 won his first and only Oscar. What was the role? You remember?
The shootist?
No,
True Grit.
that was it. He had done over 200 films. Some of the highest grossing films in the history of cinema.
And
Now-
I think
And
the
they
thing
all
about
had the same story.
yeah,
Sure.
and he played the same character,
Yes.
even as a Roman.
Roman, military guy, cowboy, detective.
And the thing about John Wayne was all he wanted to do was to be in the movies.
Marion Morrison.
Marion Morrison.
Yeah.
Yes.
Football player at USC.
USC. You're right. On this date in 19 1998, Mary Bono, the widow of Sonny Bono.
Uh-huh.
They had a special election because, Sonny ran into that tree while he was skiing. Jumped right out in front of him.
Yeah.
George of the Jungle accident.
She was elected to serve out his term
In Congress.
as congresswoman. 1949, the musical South Pacific by Rodgers and Hammerstein debuted on Broadway. 1981, Bruce Springsteen, the E Street Band, first tour of Europe. 1985, Prince ended his 32-city tour in Miami. He didn't do much live performing after that, for whatever reason. 1998, George Michael was arrested in a public restroom in Beverly Hills. Oops. I won't tell you what he was doing. It
was something he should not have been doing.
That's
exactly.
Right. Yeah, he sentenced to community service for the incident. And 2016, the final episode of the final season of American Idol was aired. That was 3 years ago.
Okay.
I didn't get into that, did you?
No.
It's like every other reality show, it's rigged.
I would agree with you on many reality shows. There's one show that I would not agree with you with, and I've stated that, and I don't think we need to go down that road again.
You opened the door.
That is a slippery slope, my friend.
You
do not want to. I'll tell you something. The regular Mike Dreeth.
You know what?
Is difficult to deal with, but you put a sheltered-in-place Mike Dreeth, and you don't want to get in an argument with him. Okay, I'm just telling you.
I think you should put it up to the listeners. Question of the day.
Yeah.
Do you think American Pickers is rigged or not? Fixed or not?
I'll have to take a note during break, and maybe we'll. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now. People are going to agree with me.
Won't change my mind.
There's a lot of people who don't even know what American Pickers is. All right.
I saw American Pickers on TV last night.
I did too.
I went right past it, but I saw it. It was on.
Do not say it's rigged.
I didn't say it was rigged.
I brought you evidence.
No,
Question of the day. I brought you evidence.
Did not.
Carnaby Square. Question of the day time.
Carnaby Square is the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, and their question of the day is, this is a pretty good one. Do you see yourself wearing a protective face mask in public?
Only if I'm playing football.
Okay. We'll see what everybody says. We had quite a few votes on that. We'll be back with more morning coffee. You're listening to 104.9 WFIW and WFIWradio.com.
TT Nails and Tans, located at 308 East Main Street in Fairfield, offering a modern, clean, relaxing facility for your next girl's day out. Let TT create a look that is right for you with a full nail set, manicure, polish change, or pedicure. Get some sun rays without the heat with TT's lay-down or stand-up tanning beds. Versa Pro spray tanning is also an option. Call 842-9898 for an appointment. TT Nails and Tans, 308 East Main Street, Fairfield.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile and products that provide the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see Randy Hallam or John Ametter at Tucker Hallam Insurance in Wayne City. They will provide you with the financial protection and peace of mind you need and deserve. Tucker Hallam Insurance and Pekin. Beyond the expected.
It's here. The Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to your station's website, WFIWradio.com, and click on Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens of gift certificates for places like Three Chicks Fudgery, Act Tire and Auto, Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, and Bullard's Farm Market and Bakery. You can shop 24 hours a day and save tons of money in the process. But you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when protests and riots erupted at the World Trade Organization conference in Seattle? First Lady Hillary Clinton finally decided whether or not she'd run for senator from New York.
The answer is yes, I intend to run.
8 months after their previous fight ended in a draw, Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis duked it out in Las Vegas. This time, the decision was unanimous.
The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox Lewis.
Chipper Jones and Pudge Rodriguez were picked as baseball's MVPs. Theaters were showing us Toy Story 2, The World Is Not Enough, and Being John Malkovich. Meanwhile, here's what the radio was dishing out. All these songs came out together, but when? The answer and a little taste of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Swing by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and take advantage of these great deals. Fresh pork tenderloins, $2.99 a pound. St. Louis-style pork spare ribs, $2.99 a pound. Extra sweet gold pineapples, $1.99 each. And a 4-pound bag of navel oranges, $3.29. Prices mentioned are good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store located on West Main in Fairfield.
November 1999.
Savage Garden and I Knew I Loved You, the top song of November 1999. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
At Sprint, our priority is keeping our customers, employees, and communities safe. During these uncertain times, we want you to get the great service you expect without leaving the safety of your home. Sprint.com makes shopping easier by offering free next-day shipping and no activation fees on our best new phone deals, like the Samsung Galaxy S25G. Lease it for just $0 a month when you switch. And when you shop on Sprint.com, you'll get a $100.
Stay at home in style. Carnaby's Curbside Pickup is here for you. They have carefully shopped the best boutique brands. See something you like on their Facebook page, window, or need a gift? Your personal fashion stylist at Carnaby Square can help. Call ahead and they will have your item bagged on approval. It's like their dressing room in the privacy of your home. Let's call it no contact shopping. Carnaby is delivering and shipping your items too. For 39 years, Carnaby has helped with your life's important date, Easter's, birthdays, anniversaries. They still can wrap up a gift for that special someone. Stronger together.
This argument rages on, even at a break.
It's never going to end.
No, it's not, because you keep bringing it up.
I didn't
That's
bring
the
it
problem.
up. I did not bring it
Yes,
up.
you did. You brought it up.
No, I did not.
Mr. Judge,
It's on video.
Did he bring it up?
It's on video. You can all check for yourself later.
I'm throwing myself on your.
I believe the first reference to reality TV was made by you.
But that didn't open the door.
But you didn't know
that
that sort
open
of the door for him to stick his foot in.
Okay, did I say anything concerning American Pickers?
I
just said most reality shows are rigged.
And I agree with you about that.
Okay, then why are you getting all uptight?
Because you
alleged. I did not say.
Because the one he likes, you're alleging is rigged.
And it's not.
Lumping it in with the rest.
You just admitted.
All right, here's the thing. This is the kind of bickering that's going on in the mayor's house in Alton, Illinois.
No,
that's exactly right.
You know, neither of us are swinging frying pans or throwing punches, because you know that's probably going on in the mayor's office.
I can't hug you these days. Stay over on your side, and don't be looking at me like that. The Carnaby Square question of the day was: do you see yourself wearing a protective face mask? Now, I'm going to just say this. I'm going to get in trouble for this. We went out and walked in the woods last night.
Right. Yeah.
Went by, saw the in-laws. Mm-hmm. Mother-in-law is going to go grocery shopping today, and she's going to wear a mask. Okay? This thing's got filters on both sides of the front. She looks like she's auditioning for Sea Hunt.
It makes her look like a bug, is what you're saying.
It's unbelievable.
Is there one that got the charcoal filters on either
I
side?
think so.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, she looks like she's about to walk on the moon. So, no, I'm not going to do that. But I might, if this thing progresses,
Okay.
and you know it is, I might
Now,
have to wear a mask.
Here's a question.
Okay.
Isn't this disease spread through touching?
There's a lot of, I've seen counter arguments about it going through the air and being left on, the top of tables or
Right,
on items and stuff like that. So I can't say definitively that's the case. But I think a mask makes good sense. I'm not wearing one right now, but I can't say that I wouldn't eventually. How about the two of you?
Right now, I'm not wearing one.
Okay.
I'm not saying eventually I won't.
There you go. All right. How about you?
I don't plan on wearing a mask.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
I'm
why not?
planning on it, so.
You just don't feel...
Just don't feel compelled to wear a mask.
All right. Well, let me tell you something. This is fascinating. We had 288
It's because
votes.
he's not a people person.
Tom? Come here.
Hi there.
Come here. Come here. Let me give you a hug, big boy. We had it split directly down the middle. Out of
Really?
288 votes.
288 votes. Wow. That's a
The
winner.
noes have it by a nose. 146 to 142. That means 50.6% said no. Beverly said, "I'm old. It may not not protect me, but protect them from me." Makes perfect sense. She's not worried about herself. She's worried that she would transmit it to somebody else.
Right.
Aaron said, "Yes, I could see myself wearing a mask. It's obvious from the Black Friday amount of cars at Walmart on a daily basis that once it hits Wayne County, it's going to spread like wildfire. I'm not in an at-risk category, so I'm not worried about myself, but I care enough about others to do something as simple as putting on a mask." I think that's an interesting viewpoint. We got some other people that got angry.
Got angry?
Got angry with the question. They started spouting percentages of people that have died. This argument about flu victims have died at a greater rate than this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I think that's kind of pointless, personally.
Around 46,000 people apparently have died from the flu. Seasonal flu.
We're over 10,000 right now and counting.
So about 1/4.
Janet said for some time the recommendation was to save masks for healthcare workers. It has only been recommended, but healthcare workers don't wear, the Sea Hunt mask that my relatives are wearing. I couldn't believe it when she put that on. Oh, gee. Hope she doesn't listen. Most people are trying to do the best they can and may not have access to masks. Another person said.
They're hard to come by.
So,
You can't just trot out to, just anywhere and get a mask.
Do you remember we did a story where the FMH Foundation was having them made, that the Wayne County Press had given them patterns that people were actually sewing, not just garments, but also masks to be able to wear. So there you go. There was our question of the day. We appreciate Carnaby Square sponsoring that. But also want to tell you about Brian Reitnauer Heating and Air Conditioning. They are available to help you. We're going to be 80 degrees tomorrow, according to the forecast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That air conditioner might want to kick in. And if it can't kick in, you need to call Brian. He'll be right over. He's become sort of a fixture in Wayne, Hamilton, and Clay counties. He and his son are partners in this business, Dustin. They have 24-hour service. You just call them. They'll come. They'll take care of it, even in this condition that we're in. Traditional HVACs. Also, really, really outfitted for geothermal. He can help you if you need geothermal at your house. Brian Reitnauer, tell him you heard about it on Morning Coffee. The phone number, 618-214-2593.
You know, with this stay-at-home order, a lot of weddings have been postponed.
You would know that.
Yeah. Not so in Michigan for at least one couple.
They got married?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting married.
The company has donated more than 100 cardboard cutouts for Amy Simonson and Dan Stuglick.
Yeah.
Their wedding is scheduled for this weekend. The cutouts will serve as stand-ins for family and friends who cannot make the wedding due to the coronavirus.
Ugh.
Menasha Packaging Company in Coloma, Michigan, made cutouts to resemble tall and short guests, young and old, with long hair, short hair, and ponytails.
Son of a gun. You know, one of the most iconic Bond girls has passed away.
Uh-oh.
Honor Blackman was 94 years old. Can you believe that?
Wow.
A Bond girl at 94. She played Pussy Galore. I
Now,
said
was,
it.
Was that Dr. No?
1964 film Goldfinger.
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 Yeah. Her family released a statement. It had nothing to do with, the flu or anything. She died.
She wasn't painted gold or anything.
Peacefully of natural causes, surrounded by loved ones. So she's gone. A Chicago woman now holds the record for 100 hours of hula hooping.
I saw that on Facebook.
She pulled off the feat in November, but it took them that long for the Guinness Book of World Records to give her the status.
Well, you'd think it'd only take about 100 hours. So you could watch it.
She beat 74 hours. That was the record. She's 29 years old. So, I mean, somebody might take it away from her. She'll have to do it again. Get out her hula hoop. One of the most iconic articles of Michael Jackson's clothing, think about that.
The glove?
Sequin glove.
Sold at auction for more than $100,000.
OJ had the second one, by the way.
But it was covered with blood.
I wonder that's got to be in evidence somewhere, doesn't it? You think?
I would think so.
I mean, I know it didn't fit, but you'd think that, that thing would be worth more than this, wouldn't it?
Oh, I would think so.
I wonder where the left glove is.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, he probably bought a pair, right?
Well, you would think so.
Where's the left one? It was his right hand, I believe, the sequence glove.
Don't know.
I can't remember.
Come on, you guys are not Jackson fans?
Question.
That is a good question.
There's a question
Which hand?
today.
He's got
Which glove?
Tom's the researcher of the show. He's going to look for it. Anyway, the King of Pop explained during his bad tour that one glove was cool, wearing two seemed ordinary.
Dangling your child over a...
And I bet he didn't say that during the dead of winter.
He had one hand that was cold. That's all there was to it. You like to watch Access TV, don't you?
Every once in a while.
Yeah, I've noticed anytime I've ever been over there that you like that.
Right-handed.
It was right-handed. So it
He
means
used
the
the
left
right
one.
hand, okay.
The left one's...
OJ was left-handed.
Was he? Look that up. Access TV is having a tribute to Kenny Rogers.
Oh.
2 concerts, Kenny, Dolly, and Willie. Something Inside So Strong. So they're going to be doing that. He died at the age of 81.
That was the smell of marijuana that was so strong.
Something so strong. There's
You're in a crowded house.
interesting. This is a pair of flies that were amorous.
Okay.
They were mating 41 million years ago. Been discovered. They were preserved in amber during the act. How embarrassing.
Yeah, I know. Get caught and you're
41 million years ago.
caught for posterity.
Yeah. An essay in Scientific Reports shows how the bugs were found in an amber fossil from a site in the southern hemisphere. It isn't exactly known how the flies got caught in that hardened tree sap, but they were very close.
They were getting a little kinky.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
right.
sad. Donuts Delight in Rochester, New York has found a special way to honor Dr. Anthony, is it Fauci?
Is that the guy that's, say it again?
Fauci.
Fauci, okay. Since March 23rd, the shop has been putting Dr. Fauci's image on the buttercream frosting on its donuts.
What an honor.
Owner Nick Cimararo says, he's on TV giving us the facts. You got to respect that. People are buying them like crazy at $20 a pop, or $20 a dozen.
I give him credit. He really speaks the truth.
Oh, he tells it like it is.
And he doesn't do what bothers me, and that is make it about himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what bothers me when I have to watch these press conferences or listen to them. Didn't you guys? You're familiar with this Peloton craze, right?
Right.
Well, I've seen the commercials.
I didn't understand that would have any problems when it comes to the social distancing thing. You know what I mean? I mean, you got an instructor.
You would think that would be preferred because the instructor is on television in front of you.
But Peloton is canceling its live classes after an employee tested positive for the virus.
Well, in those classes, it's not just the instructor. He's got a class in front of him, and you're just watching the class.
Okay, so what they've done is they've canceled. Why won't they just have the guy?
Why don't they just have the instructor?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I mean, you're linked with people all over the country, right?
Right.
I mean, he could have 7,000 people on a bike somewhere,
Right.
and have one instructor.
He could Zoom it. Maybe that's the problem. They're Zooming.
That's probably the problem. The
Who's
company
zooming?
said in an email to members it's stopping production at its New York and London studios until April 30th. Peloton will continue pre-recording classes. for
Okay,
members.
so they are going to do them without the live class.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, you can get your instructor. It's just he's not there in the flesh.
Not going
He's
to
not
call
yelling-
you out
He's
and
not
go,
yelling at you.
Come on! We got a hill!
Movie trivia today.
Oh, good.
Okay.
From the movies.
I mean, are we talking, for a moment, we talking about current movies? We talking about old movies?
Yes. Yes.
I don't like that answer, but go ahead.
And yes to the third question you had, too.
Which one was that?
is this quiz fixed?
Hold on. You get on my nerves today, you know that? I'm just saying
That's
that.
my goal every day.
You're getting on my nerves. Go ahead.
You know, if we weren't practicing social distancing, I'd just reach right across.
Distancing?
Yeah, social distancing.
All right,
Taking
movie
care of our
trivia
teeth
this
from
morning.
far away.
Number one. What was the name of the second Indiana Jones movie released in 1984? Oh. Need to know the name of number two.
Okay.
Number two, which actor starred in the 1961 movie The Hustler?
Oh, I
yeah.
know that.
Number three, in which year were the Academy Awards or Oscars first presented? Number four,
Okay.
this is the last line from a movie. What movie is it? After all, tomorrow is another day.
Oh, I know that.
Number five, what's the name of the Hobbit played by Elijah Wood in the Lord of the Rings movies?
I think we're going to have to get the old Bobcat in here for that one, I'm afraid.
All righty. Number six, what was Dorothy's last name in The Wizard of Oz?
Oh.
It's only mentioned once or twice
Yeah, it
early in the movie.
Well, I know.
Do you know?
Yeah, I do.
Number seven, what is the name of the kingdom where the 2013 animated movie Frozen is set?
Bobcat!
Number eight, which 1997 science fiction movie starring Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones tells the story of a secret agency that polices alien refugees who are living on Earth disguised as humans?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Number nine, in which 1984 science fiction movie did Linda Hamilton play the role of Sarah Connor?
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
And that's all I got.
Okay.
That's all you
I
got?
only got nine.
You only got 9?
Only got
9.
Well, you're coming up short, big guy.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm just telling you.
It's like it's fixed.
If I'm here to evaluate you, you're coming up a little short.
Hey, I was social distancing.
And you're doing it pretty doggone well. All right. We'll be back with more.
I could probably come up with a 10th if you let me think about it.
Think about it. You got a whole, 2 minutes.
Introducing Infini, the latest in beauty innovation from General Surgeon Dr. Patrick Malt's office. Infini skin treatments provide unparalleled results in treating lines and wrinkles, tone and textural changes, scars and acne scarring, and even sagging skin. This handheld device sends radio frequency energy to multiple layers deep below the surface. For the youthful skin you desire without surgical downtime, try Infini skin treatments, performed by registered nurses at General Surgeon Dr. Patrick Malt's office in Fairfield.
With your Mayo Clinic Radio Health Minute, I'm Dennis Doda. After we eat, it's time for our digestive system to get to work, and typically, it doesn't work so well when we're asleep. That's why eating before bedtime is generally not a good idea.
And I think from the digestive point of view, you're filling your stomach. Your stomach then has to produce lots of acid in response. So the first thing I think about is reflux. So you're going to start bringing that stuff back up usually an hour after you go to sleep.
Gastroenterologist Dr. Joseph Murray says in addition to reflux, there's another important reason to avoid eating before bedtime.
Our digestive system, as soon as we go asleep, it should go into house cleaning mode. And many years ago, Charlie Code here at the Mayo Clinic described housekeeping contractions or cleaning contractions moving through the small intestine at night. They sweep down the small intestine, moving all of the whatever debris or anything is left behind, moving it down to the colon where it belongs.
Dr. Murray says if you've just been eating, you interfere with that process. For more information, talk with your healthcare provider or visit mayoclinic.org.
Are you looking for a bank that still offers free checking? Well, look no further. People's National Bank has your free checking needs covered. This is Heidi Atterbury, relationship banker at People's National Bank in Fairfield. You can open your free checking account with just $100. There's no minimum balance, plus receive unlimited check writing, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay. Stop by 1001 West Delaware in Fairfield to open your free checking account today. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
CRHBC has recently enhanced provider availability at our Fairfield location. Matt Brown is a physician's assistant and Allison Frost is a nurse practitioner and have recently joined our team and are excited to serve you. Both provide a full spectrum of healthcare for all your family members regardless of age. Call 618-842-4470 to schedule your appointment at the Fairfield Community Health Center.
As a farmer, I want a cooperative that's there for me.
Not the other way around.
A local co-op that works for me and works with CHS.
To connect me with local experts I know and trust.
And put a global network of markets and supply at my fingertips.
A co-op that's here to help us.
Own every day.
When you're an owner of a local cooperative connected to CHS, you get local expertise, a proven efficient supply chain, and global market access. Learn more at cooperativeownership.com.
If you're hungry for some delicious Deep South barbecue, then go down to the Big Deal store at WFIWradio.com and purchase the $20 gift certificate for only $14.
What's Going On is brought to you by Wayne White Cuddy's Electric Cooperative in Fairfield, who remind you that geothermal is the most energy-efficient way to heat and cool your home. If you are a Wayne White Electric customer and you install geothermal in your home, you can receive a $1,500 incentive rebate check from Wayne White. Learn more about this rebate online at WayneWhiteCoop.com. Here's a reminder, you can find all the cancellations and closings on our website at WFIWradio.com. All services at the St. Edward's Catholic Church have been canceled until further notice. Mass will be broadcast on Dish Channel 261 at 11 a.m. on Sundays. The Wayne Cuddy Soil and Water Conservation District will not hold their April board meeting. Wayne White Electric Cooperative reminds customers and members that the lobby in Fairfield and Enfield will be closed throughout the month of April. The Fairfield Lions Club Easter egg hunt scheduled for April the 11th has been canceled. Also, all Lions Club meetings will be canceled until further notice. And the Mill Shoals Rurton Community Breakfast scheduled for Monday, April the 13th has been canceled.
Fairfield area weather forecast calling for partly sunny skies today, high 80. Partly cloudy tonight, low 62. Partly sunny, 78 tomorrow. For Thursday, sunshine and a little cooler with a high 55. Sunny and 52 on Friday, and for Saturday, partly cloudy with the high 60. Overnight low was 60. Yesterday's high was 76. Currently Humidity is at 82%. Winds are out of the west at 3 miles an hour, and the pressure at 29.9. Right now, partly cloudy skies and 66 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks good. Nothing showing up anywhere in the area in terms of precipitation.
I want to remind you, if you know a farmer, and that farmer's going to put corn in, I personally have 6 bags of my Cajun seed corn in stock, a value of $1,500. I'll sell it to you half price. All you got to do is go on the Big Deal Store on our Facebook page. Half price.
$750.
It's a deal. It's a deal.
It's not a deal. It's a steal.
It is a steal. Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much. You know, Tom, I value our relationship, your and mine. And you know, you've never disappointed me by when we work together only having 9 trivia questions.
I've got a 10th now.
I'm just saying.
He's going to throw a surprise question on us at the end.
I've got a 10th now.
This is the kind of
soundstage to me.
I'll just fall over the finish line kind of attitude that, you know, finds us in this situation.
Okay. Well, I'm well known for working harder trying to get out of work than I normally would.
You telling me? You telling me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Question 1. What was the name of the second Indiana Jones movie released in 1984?
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Yes, sir.
It's a good one.
What actor starred in the 1961 movie The Hustler?
Jackie Gleason.
Paul Newman.
Paul Newman.
Why did I think Jackie Gleason was
Jackie
Minnesota
Gleason
Fats?
was Minnesota Fats.
Oh, boy, you tricked me, man.
Yeah. Number 3, in which year were the Academy Awards or Oscars first presented?
I'm going to say it was before World War II, don't you think, Tom?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a guess at 38.
I was going to guess 40.
29.
Really? They went on for a whole 10 years before World War II? Son of a gun.
All right. After all, tomorrow is another day is the last line from which movie?
Gone with the Wind.
Yep.
That was delivered by Rhett Butler.
All right, number 5. What's the name of the Hobbit played by Elijah Wood in the Lord of the Rings movie?
All right, everybody turns left. You know it?
No, I
do not. Everybody turns left into the peanut gallery, which it's not much of a peanut gallery right now without you out there.
Yeah.
It's only the news guy.
Right. Well, he's going to get credit for it anyway.
As we know him, Bobcat.
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Frodo Baggins.
Yes.
What was
Frodo?
Frodo.
All right.
Frodo. Okay.
Baggins.
Number 6. What was Dorothy's last name in The Wizard of Oz?
You know this, Tom.
Yes, I do.
And what is it?
Ironically, it's Gale.
Yep.
Dorothy Gale.
Dorothy Gale.
Gale.
Son of a gun.
On that. Number 7. What is the name of the kingdom where the 2013 animated movie Frozen is set?
Once again, turning left to the Bobcat.
No.
You know
Arendelle.
Arendelle.
You had daughters, don't you?
Yes, I do. But they were older when Frozen came out.
Okay. Well, you still know it because of that or because you watch it?
I've technically only seen Frozen once.
It was just lightly cold when you watched it instead of being frozen. Go ahead.
Number 8. Which 1997 science fiction movie starring Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones tells the story of a secret government agency?
Men in Black.
Yes, sir.
And then there was, of course, Men in Black 2
and 3.
3 and 4.
Yeah.
Is there a 4?
Yeah, there is a 4.
Yeah, Men in Black in the United Kingdom or something like that.
Oh, I've never seen
Number
that.
9. In which 1984 science fiction movie did Linda Hamilton play the role of Sarah Connor?
Go ahead.
Terminator.
Yeah, I don't know why. I was thinking Judgment Day or something like that.
All right, and here's your 10th question.
Wait a minute.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Here's your number 10 bonus question.
No warm up on this.
Who did Hickory beat to win the state title in Hoosiers?
Oh my!
Well, it was a team from Indianapolis, I believe. It was like no.
Is it
Anybody
Gary?
know?
Gary? No.
Nope.
Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary.
I don't know. Do you know? I've watched that movie so many times, I should know this.
The South Bend Central Bears.
Oh, South Bend. Oh.
South Bend.
Well, let me tell you something. You brought it, buddy.
I did.
You brought it. You brought it at the end, and
I
you got
do
us
what I
over the
can.
line. I think our buddy is going to be here tomorrow.
KO.
I think it's going to be KO Wednesday here.
All right.
So we'll enjoy that. We enjoy having you here every morning. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.